So I think in my opinion this problem actually do intrigue me a bit. So um, first we head out. Um, the thing is they are utilizing a lot of headset. That's from how you see it. And it's just basically two plain headset. Hash map. Basically a key to a value, a key to a value, a key to a value. Each key it just stores like how many duplicates are there. A has 3, N has 1, G has 1, so on and so forth. And then they later on just do a cross check. I don't know, they did mention about like counting the length first. It does make sense, right? If um, the length in the first place, so the first condition before we do actually even do anything is to actually count the length. If the length isn't right, we're not going to continue with the operations. We go on to do the checking. We first check if there's an A, and then we check the key and then the value. Check the key, check the value, check the key, check the value, check the key, check the value. Cross-reference every single thing throughout the whole dictionary between hashmap 1 and hashmap this and this, hashmap this and hashmap this, and then if it's sort of like valid per se, we just give it, say that it is Anagram per se. On the previous episode, it was actually simply reading about the problem statement per se. We were like actually defining what is anagram. Anagram is basically you have the same alphabets but not in the same order. And at the same time, it's every single what do you call it? The length is the same because same alphabet, obviously same length, and then we were trying to actually define that on the next episode per se is that started talking about like the second method to actually approach the problem. First and foremost, we can sort every single thing. So as you know, we can sort our alphabets A to Z. If you sort everything A to Z, and then everything is like in order, and then you just do equal signs and check whether if it's valid. If it's valid, then it will just proceed as like being true. It's being false. You can't really go through from there. And that one thing to actually say is that while doing this, like not being able to actually enter into the code, it's kind of like frustrating, to be honest, because we know on the big concept of things on how it actually works, which is like this way that we want to just do a comparison check between like these two hash maps, but how does that code be able to actually derive? Like, because all we know it's like on Python language is that we are able to do a for loop, and actually am able to actually go through each individual of this, but I'm very confident that we can do this, but how do we actually get the value itself? Actually there's certain ways that we can actually get it, and then if whether we are we able to actually check that maybe it's like a if else statement to check that. So if A, so then we go on and then say that I mean first and foremost that during the for loop for C, and then we actually I'm actually going into the same alphabet. Once we see that in the same alphabet, we check on um, um, the dictionary, the dic, on if if that key is equals to 3, rather are they the same value, and are they the same value, and throughout the whole entire rinse and repeat, and then you get the final result. And if it's everything is like everything all passes, we should return a true, else statement give it a false. So that's how I actually visualize it in the code, and then but I mean it's still very uncomfortable. It's very hard for me to say for sure how I can actually fill up the gap, but I'm just being very genuinely curious on how we can actually make the code work, because I mean it's kind of uncomfortable, and it's kind of like frustrating for us not to actually know how the code in general, how it actually works in the first place. So that part, I would say that I'm very much frustrated that we can't really actually do it. So I'm not sure whether we can move on to the third problem or not, because right now we are at the second problem, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we are at the second problem, and we just solve the first and the second, and then yeah, I mean for this whole most part of the video is that there's obviously a lot of like jargon and terminology that we're very much not used to, and that that's something that we have to actually come in terms with. But I mean, at this current juncture, at this current point, it's not our position to actually say that what kind of second focus are we gonna put into. So it's not really something that um, for us to actually make a judgment as a ABC. So I think that I'm just gonna leave it as that, and that yeah, I mean first and foremost it's rather frustrating for us to actually not being able to code, right? Because that's something that feeds us for the most part, to be able to make this whole experience more complete per se. We're using chat already, we're using chat, we're using the concept of like, and then we're doing F5 for the drawing explanation, we're doing F5 for the chat itself, but why aren't we coding? That's the question that we're asking right now, and that it's hard to resist obviously, and that and I mean the exam also is also coming and whatnot have you, and that I think whatever we're doing right now, it's for the agenda of the examination, and that I think we just gotta trust whatever it is, but at least for now we are able to actually understand in the big picture view. So that's the good thing, and then maybe after the exam we can we definitely am going to change our second focus quite a bit, or maybe it's until the point where we actually reaches the future interviews and whatnot have you, and then we can actually move on from there. But yeah, I mean everything comes to an end.